So just a brief update. Try to do this every week, whether there is a lot of updates or not. But uh, let's see. So we are on week 11 already. Uh, we're going to go over chapter 14, evaluating the results section. The chapter itself is extremely short this week. There's not a lot to it, but I'm going to talk about what the chapter says and kind of use some samples from some of the writings that I posted to give kind of an example of how to present results from a study. You don't have to do this in your paper because you're not going to actually run the study, but you need to know how to do it anyway. Um, so then, just to kind of run down the last few weeks of the semester, so after I talk about the chapter, we'll stop recording, and we're going to spend, maybe a little over an hour starting to edit people's lit reviews. So if you handed them in, we still have a few to hand in. That's okay. Try to get them in as soon as possible. I know we had comps and some other things going on, and some people were sick, but the other thing is, so we'll start editing people who are either here in person or on Zoom tonight uh, and live. But if you're just watching a recording of this, I'll be happy to schedule an appointment with you to read through your lit review. And I won't rewrite a section if you need it rewritten, but I'll tell you exactly how to do it and what needs to be changed and things like that. And I will give you some suggestions, just talking with you as we read through it. So the way it'll work is, you can we'll pull up the lit review that you turn in. You can pull it up on your computer just in Word or whatever you use. And you can take notes, you can make comments, you can make changes as we walk our way through it. Because that's what we're going to be doing together here in class. But if you're not able to attend class either on Zoom or in person, yeah, make an appointment with me, email me. Don't do it through what, Starfish? Yeah, don't use Starfish. Just email me. We'll make an appointment to meet, and we'll take, 45 minutes and read through your lit reviews so that you can feel comfortable with it for your final paper. Um, so next week we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go over chapter 15, and we're going to edit more. We usually make it through about two a night, basically, depending on, how long and how many changes need to take place. We make it through, a couple lit reviews each class. And we'll do the same thing next week. Week 13 is an important week. So that's the week after next week. And so we'll go through a chapter, but we're also going to talk about your models, and we're going to go over the poster design. So you don't have to have a final model, like it doesn't have to be perfect, but you do kind of have to have a rough draft of what your treatment model or program is going to look like so that we can correct it and give you ideas and talk about it and do that together. It's a lot easier doing these things together when you have different people contributing a lot of ideas. We're also going to come up with probably an acronym for your model. That should be fun, like CBT. But I like acronyms that like form a word if possible, or a phrase or something like that. Like that example I gave you of the other student's paper, she came up with the CALM model, for treating PTSD. So, it's nice if it does form some kind of word or has some kind of meaning or something like that. And let's see. So we'll also go over, let's see. So for the models, they could be very straightforward. They could be like a flow chart, you know. They could be um, creative, like they could be like the roots of a tree and the trunk of a tree and then the branches. Some people have done like flowers, some people have done maps, uh, all kinds of, you could do anything you want to present the model. Okay. But the contents of the model kind of has to be sound. And we can look at all different aspects of your model that week. But after that week, it should be good to go for your final paper and for your final presentation with the model. And we will already be at week 13, which is just crazy how fast this is going. And we'll also talk about what will go into your poster. And then we will not have class on Thanksgiving, week 14. And week 15 is when you hand in everything. Uh, and it'll be the last class, and you share things with the class if you're able to log on to Zoom or come to class. And so you're going to hand in your final paper. You're going to hand in your presentation, which will just be a short 10-slide PowerPoint. And your needs assessment is also due. We talked about needs assessment. It's in a recorded video in a previous class. I already opened the needs assessment Dropbox in case you wanted to get that done early and get that out of the way before everything's due. For all your different classes that last week of class, you can get that done early, and you won't have quite as much to do for this class on that last day of class. It will take me, a little while to look through all these assignments. It's a lot, as you know, you're creating them. And so, you know, unless there's like a legitimate emergency, please have them in on time so I can start grading them. Um, yeah, so, and definitely, I think we've been working on this week to week throughout the semester pretty gradually. And so, you know, I'm not allowed to give incompletes for the class unless you have like a doctor's note or something like that. Um, so please get those in on time. All right, I think that's it uh, as far as our schedule and the various assignments that are due. Do not forget the needs assessment, and we'll talk about the rest of the assignments probably next week or the week after, and you should be set. But uh, you know, it's always good to make an appointment with me so that we can kind of go over your lit review together, and I can tell you what needs changed or added or give you some other ideas so that you don't have to worry about the bulk of your final paper being correct. All right, any questions about the rest of the semester? We have less than 5 weeks to go, plus Thanksgiving break. Okay.